all take a, what was it, 11-minute ride in space today? Was that what it was? Yeah. Y'all ready? We could go to space for 11 minutes. It is 7 o'clock, and it is Monday, and it is April the 14th, and I'm calling to order the Town of Trophy Club Council meeting. We do have a quorum. It only takes 4 to do business. I just want to be clear that everybody understands that. And so we welcome you tonight, and I particularly want to again say thank you to those who are online watching us either tonight, right now, or later, midnight, or tomorrow, the next day. We appreciate you staying in touch with what's going on in your town, because we have a lot going on. And it's an exciting time for us to be alive and growing our town and being family and neighbors and friends. So if you will please stand, and we have Joel Cagley to lead us in invocation.
All right, let's pray. God, thank you for our town. We're super grateful. And I pray we'd work hard at making it even better. And we thank you for those that serve it, protect it, lead it. Bless the meeting tonight. May your presence be here and peace be experienced. And just I pray we'd be really grateful for all the blessings that you've given us. Help us to be generous and kind, good neighbors, great citizens. And thank you again for those that lead and serve, and bless them. Through Jesus I ask it. Amen.
Thank you, Joel.
I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
Thank you. Tammy, do we have a public comment?
Yes, we do. Melissa and Jeff Eason.
Melissa and Jeff Eason, 605 Indian Creek Drive. Good evening, Mayor and Town Council. Thank you for allowing us a few minutes to speak tonight about 2 Lights for Tomorrow. This is a national initiative. It's part of America 250. On July 4th, 2026, our nation will commemorate and celebrate the 250th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence. This historic milestone presents an opportunity to reflect on our nation's history and honor the contributions of all Americans. As a state officer for National Lineage Society, the National Society of Colonial Dames of America, I came to learn about America 250 and 2 Lights for Tomorrow. The NSCDA was founded in 1891 with the mission to preserve our nation's history for future generations. We are the largest owner of historic sites outside of the federal government. With Trophy Club being designated the Texas Town of Patriotism, it seemed appropriate to bring this information into the purview of the mayor and the council, as these initiatives seem to dovetail perfectly into that designation. 2 Lights for Tomorrow commemorates the fateful night in American history when Paul Revere rode from Boston to Lexington, warning the colonists that the British were coming. The signal, one if by land, 2 if by sea, used 2 lanterns courageously placed in the steeple of Boston's Old North Church. That quiet flash of light sparked one of the loudest calls to action in our nation's history. When the British arrived at daybreak, the colonists were ready. The first shots were fired. And the battle that would be called the shot heard round the world, the Battle of Lexington and Concord, commenced, and the American Revolutionary War began. Now, 250 years later, 2 Lights for Tomorrow invites communities across the country to honor that moment with 2 symbolic lights of our own. On the night of April 18th, households, town halls, schools, and landmarks are encouraged to place 2 lights in their windows in remembrance of Revere's ride, and to reflect not only on the courage that it took to light the lanterns that night, but the courage to ride through the night with a warning that would start a revolution that would lead to the creation of a new form of government, a democracy based upon the principles that all are created equal and are endowed with inherent rights, including life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Two Lights for Tomorrow is more than just a history lesson. It's a call to civic pride and awareness. It's a way to connect to the origins of our democracy. We are here tonight to ask the council to help promote this event and encourage TC residents to participate. Imagine if within Trophy Club, if our town centers, homes, and public buildings glowed with this small but powerful symbol. It's a simple gesture, but one that links us directly to a shared American legacy. Let's show that the patriotism that lit those lanterns 250 years ago still burns bright within the Texas town of patriotism. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to April 18th and seeing Trophy Club as a proud participant of Two Lights for Tomorrow. You'll definitely see the lights in the front windows of our home. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. I know we're not supposed to comment. However, you will see this on the marquees to help remind us. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. We will go to Working for You, the Trophy Club, and we'll start with before we do that, where is the chief, the fire chief? Would you come, please, Mr. Chief Wise? Because it came to my attention this week that they have produced their annual report, and I would like for the chief to give us a brief update because it is a very nice report filled with good information.
Well, thank you. Good evening, Madam Mayor and Council. Thanks for giving me the time to share the report with you and the information. This year's report highlights continued commitment to public safety, our emergency response, and community engagement. Inside of that, you'll get to know our firefighters. You'll see them in action, and I can tell you that the men and women that serve your community are the most amazing individuals you'll ever meet. They do a great job, and I'm very proud to serve with them, okay? Also, what you'll find in those reports is you'll see that we'll share key performance metrics, notable achievements, and ongoing initiatives that support the safety and well-being of our residents. Of course, none of that is possible without the support from the community, the citizens that we serve, municipal utility district, and of course, you, the council. So we're very proud to serve, and we thank you for the time for us to recognize our reports and our employees. So thank
And where
you for
can
that.
we find your report, please?
You can find that on the Trophy Club Fire Department webpage, and along with that, you'll see two others, year 2022, 23, and 24. It's a digital magazine. It looks just like that. And I would like to recognize our Deputy Chief, Ken Rollinson.
I know.
So there's a lot of content that goes into that, and a lot of people contribute to that, but he's the one that puts it all together and makes it look really good. So congratulations to him.
And as I told the chief, what's dear and near to my heart is, I'm not sure what page it is, but it's flat in the middle. It's emergency management. I think everyone should pay attention to this. This emergency management is our #1 strategic initiative in the town of Trophy Club. And the chief has created a great relationship. You want to talk just briefly about our partnership with Roanoke in emergency management?
Sure. At the beginning of the year, we signed an interlocal agreement with the town of Roanoke for emergency management services. Amanda Meneses is the emergency management coordinator, and she oversees the entire program. But the most important piece here is that we formed a relationship with our neighboring jurisdiction, and they're going to support us in that time of need, and we're going to support them as well. We're working on the basic plan. It should be done before around August or September, and we'll be back in front of you to present that. So,
Thank you.
yes, ma'am.
And I'll just say that we go to county mayor meetings once a month, and emergency management is always right up there, front and center. What are the towns doing, and how are they working with the county? So the county helps to oversee all of this, but we want to be prepared for the worst disaster and no disasters.
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
thank you very much.
Yes, ma'am.
Chief.
Thank you.
Appreciate your work on that. Mr. Wright, would you like to introduce us?
Sure. Yep, of course. A few updates for you this evening. First of all, nobody does town events better than Trophy Club Parks and Rec. And certainly we saw that this weekend. We had an excellent time at our extravaganza event held at the new location of Harmony Park. Our Parks Director, Chief Chase Ellis.
Everyone's a
Exactly.
chief around here.
Chase Ellis is going to come forward and give us a couple of highlights from that activity.
Yeah.
Who
Good
was the
evening,
rabbit?
Mayor and council. Actually, our rabbit this year was our Parks Board Chair. A few of the fun things about this year was change of venue, moving from Independence Park over to Harmony Park. And then it allowed us to expand some of the activities that we had. A couple of the key highlights was we had a children's marketplace, and I always mess it up, but these children entrepreneurs came out, and anything from bracelets, necklace, magnets, to hair bows, to baseball card collections. It was pretty impressive to see these young kids come out and sell and trade their goods that with these other kids that were at the event, as well as adults. We also had face painting as well as a petting zoo that next year will need to be 2 times the size, because everybody loved anything from the sheep to the bunnies to the turtles to the boa constrictors and pythons and just everything that you could see in there, as well as the main event being the gathering of the eggs. We were able to have bigger areas that allowed more for the kids to be able to spread out, and especially picture opportunities for the parents with their kids. And so it was a great time. And if you look on the, I don't know if it's up there, but our K9 also got a photo with the Easter Bunny, and it is probably my most favorite photo. He looked right into the camera and sat right next to the Easter Bunny. So it was a great time. Great thing about this was it allowed us to really see the capacity of the size of special events we can hold at Harmony Park. And this was a great opportunity to see that, and it went off great. And so we fully expect next year to hold it again at Harmony Park, so that we can make sure that our events aren't just happening on one side of town, but that it gives the opportunity for the entire town to have events going on in their side. So, any questions?
And parking was not an issue.
No, we had the police going around. We had crossing guards there as well that helped get across the streets. We did have the police go and monitor on the side streets, and they couldn't see anyone that was blocking driveways or mailboxes. And for the 3-hour event, because people did stay this year. So we had people stay there up till right at 11 o'clock, and people were arriving around 8:30. And so it was great to see people just come out and stay and have a nice morning at the park. But from the police perspective, we didn't have any issues with parking, and I haven't had any concerns brought up to me. So.
I had some nice feedback. It was just nothing but positive, so it was just a great event. Thank your team.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
Yep, they're amazing.
And not only that, it was cross-team work, because I saw Jill there, and I saw several people out there helping to make this work, so.
We're one
it was
team
wonderful.
trophy club, and so
just great.
just everybody came together, so thank you.
Anybody comment? Anybody?
Thank you.
Missed you, Dennis. Missed everybody. Anybody? Okay. We're good.
All right, keep going then. It certainly was a beautiful day for that, and we want to thank again our Parks and Recreation staff and all the staff who helped out with that day and made that day very memorable for the community. Next we have coming up, I can't believe it, but we're already less than 60 days away from the changeover to our new solid waste provider, CWD, Community Waste Disposal. So that takes effect on June 1st. Okay, so there's a lot of changes that come along with that. So not as many as you might think, but there are just kind of small changes that we want to make sure the community is aware of. As a result, we have a lot of information available on our website that people can go to. We also have made a brand new video that we'd like to debut tonight with you here as the town council, and then we will have it live available on our different streams to start beginning tomorrow for that. So I'm going to click the slide here, and we're going to watch the brand new video.
Big changes are coming to how we handle trash and recycling here in Trophy Club, and we think you're going to love it. Starting June 1st, Community Waste Disposal, or CWD, will officially take over as the town's new solid waste and recycling provider. After a thorough review process, CWD was selected for their reliability, customer service, and innovative approach to sustainability, all while keeping rates affordable. Here's what you can expect with the new service. Twice a week trash pickup with customers continuing to use their own carts or with bags placed at the curb, weekly recycling service, weekly bundled brush and bulk collection with the first 4 cubic yards of bulk waste free each week, plus seasonal leaf collection, doorside hazardous waste pickup, and curbside Christmas tree recycling. Every home will receive a new 18-gallon recycling bin with a lid. Need more room? You can request up to 3 bins for free or upgrade to a 95-gallon polycart for just $3.41 a month. To make things more efficient, pickup days will change based on your new service zone. The town is now divided into 2 trash zones and 4 recycling zones, designed to improve service consistency and response times. Be on the lookout for your new collection schedule and service guide. We're excited to bring this upgraded service to our community, and we're confident CWD is the right partner to help us keep Trophy Club clean, green, and running smoothly. Get more information or sign up for service upgrades at www.trophyclub.org/trash. New provider, enhanced service, same great place to call home.
All right, so that's our new video for it. So short, but I think we hit on the main points there. We want to make sure that residents understand that, first of all, that your garbage collection will continue twice a week, as it is right now, and you'll continue to be able to use your same bin at the curb, as well as just placing bags at the curb as well. That service will continue. Regarding recycling, we are switching over from the blue 18-gallon bins that we have right now to the new green ones. You'll need to use one of the green ones, but residents will be able to request up to 3 of those at their house. And then if they would like a larger option for that, we can upgrade their service to the 95-gallon cart, that blue cart that was shown in the video, for an extra $3.41 per month for residents. Okay? So all those changes are coming, as well as the different service enhancements, but we really are excited to be able to make sure that the community is aware of these changes. We're continuing to push out a lot of information, both on social media, our website, and different things, obviously this video, but we'll look for different ways that we can make sure to let all residents know about the changes that are coming. The most important change that residents need to be aware of is that the collection days will be changing moving forward. So with twice-a-week collection, but 2 different zones, it means that some places will be collected on Monday, Thursday, and others on Tuesday, Friday for that. And so to find information about that, residents can go online or view the video. The information is in the video as well, and see where what their new collection days are. So with that, that's all the announcements I have for that item right there. Are there any questions related to garbage before I move on to the next one?
Question? Everyone?
Please.
So what do residents do with their blue recycling that they currently have? So if they can keep the same carts for trash, because that's
That's
a good
theirs,
point.
correct, yep.
What do we do with the blue recycling ones? Do we bring them back to the town? Do they go back to Republic? Do we set them somewhere? What do we?
Yeah, great question. There's 2 options that
CWD picks
residents
them
have.
up.
Yeah, there are 2 options that residents have. First of all, the Republic does not want them back on that, so you certainly can keep them for whatever purpose you want. You could also recycle them. So we will have a roll-off dumpster available in the HD Supply parking lot, that asphalt parking lot that we have with them.
That's a good
We'll be putting a roll-off dumpster there. Residents can come by and drop off their carts.
Good.
The exact dates for that are, do you know off the top of your head? All right, so May 25th through June 7th on that. Go online and view our website, and you'll be able to see more information about when that roll-off is available. But you can just stop by, drop it off, and dispose of it that way.
And one more question. When will CWD drop their recycling?
Yes.
Yeah, they are planning on doing that. Did they give a date yet?
I think it's May 25th.
All right, so Monday, May 25th, or that week.
So we should see
That
them
week before.
around town.
Correct.
Dropping those off.
And when they do that, there will be a service guide attached to each one of those recycling bins as well that will provide additional information about the change in service, what your collection days are, and things like that on the actual bin itself. Mhm. But you can also, even before service begins, you can go online at trophyclub.org/trash and you can sign up to receive, if you want the larger recycling bin.
Right.
The 95-gallon one, you can sign up in advance and go ahead and have that delivered as well.
Okay. So we still have that information to throw out to the town about signing up and getting, receiving
Oh, it's
all
out there
that
right
stuff.
now with it as well. So
Yes,
we'll
okay.
continue to kind of be pushing information. Really, once we get into May, you'll
Okay.
see it
A lot.
pretty intense,
Okay.
the messaging going out. So right now, we're a little less than 60 days at this point. So we want to make sure that people don't begin to think that the changes are happening right now when they're not. We're going to continue with our current service the way that things normally are, with the same collection days all the way up until the end of May.
Okay, good. Other questions? Jeff, good?
All right, just a couple of other things. We do have a few board and commission meetings scheduled in the upcoming weeks. On April 21st, Parks and Recreation Board has a meeting at 6 p.m. And then on April 23rd, the Crime Control and Prevention District has their meeting at 6 p.m. as well. Both of those will occur here at Town Hall. Also, as a reminder, this Friday is Good Friday, so it's a holiday here in the town, so we'll have town offices closed. However, emergency services will continue to be provided to the community. Breakfast with Tiffany is next Monday, April 21st, over at Tom Thumb and in the Starbucks there. And we begin at 9 a.m. for that. And because this Friday is Good Friday, we will not have a town weekly this week. So look forward to the next edition a week from Friday. And that is all that I have, Mayor.
Okay, good. Thank you. Civic.
So with
Tip.
all the CWD items on the agenda, I thought it'd be helpful to read from the town charter, and if the public is wondering where you find this, this is section 10.01. It's called Inalienability of Control of Public Spaces, and it's related to the right of the town council to control streets. And so when you have franchise utilities that come in, like a solid waste provider, the town council gets to decide who that will be. And one thing you'll notice that we've done here with this ordinance on the agenda is added it to your fee schedule for the rates. And previously, the rates weren't published in the fee schedule, so we thought it'd be helpful for the general public to have a quick access to all those rates.
Good. That's it?
That's it.
What? That's quick.
That's what you said.
Quick civic tip.
That's a quick tip. Thank you very much. Good job. We're on schedule here. Okay, let's go to the consent agenda, please.
The consent agenda, this part of the agenda consists of non-controversial or housekeeping items required by law. Items may be removed from consent by any council member by making such request prior to a motion and vote.
Is there a motion for the consent agenda?
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I'll second. Dennis can take.
Stacy seconds. Wait a minute, all approve? We approve. Motion passes. Done. We will go now to the individual item, not items, item 1. And it's yours, Tamara.
Consider resolution amending the Thrive Business Grant Program, which provides revisions to grant requirements and monitoring and accountability, and proposes a new timeline for the second round of business grants.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. This evening's agenda item will be going over the amendments to the resolution for the Thrive Business Grant that was approved by Council in May of 2024. The EDC Board reviewed the process from Grant Cycle 1 and are providing some revisions to the requirements and expectations for businesses. Before we get started, I'd like to give an update on Cycle 1, the grantees that we have currently in the process. Beginning in January of 2025, performance agreements were signed by the business. Once they were signed by EDC, they were allowed to start their project. In March, I asked them for an update, so every 3 months we're asking for updates until the end of the cycle, which they have to have their project done by December 31st of 2025. In March, we have an update from Fish and Knife, which is located at PD 13 in the shops of Trophy Club. They have ordered their equipment. It's in the process and expected to be completed in 6 to 8 weeks. Their project was to renovate the interior of their business, and they were granted $19,200. Grace Development, which is located in the same PD 13, the shops of Trophy Club, The exterior painting will begin mid-April when the weather gets better, so here shortly. Their project was to beautify the shopping center with new paint and repair work with an up to $20,000 grant approved. Jolly Orthodontics, which is located in the Trophy Club Commons area, needed interior chair and lighting, which was installed in March 28th. And they're waiting for their dental chair, which is going to take a couple of months. Their project was to increase more patients by adding an additional dental chair, lighting, and cart to their business. They were awarded $18,108.17. Mathnasium, which is located in PD 21. This is Trophy Club Plaza. They are doing lighting repairs and purchasing office furniture, which has been completed in February. The signage is awaiting corporate approval before they can purchase and install it. And their project was to remove and update interior lighting in the Learning Center, update exterior window signage, interior office furniture replacement, and add a monument sign on the highway. They received 2 grants. The first grant was $4,278.75. Their second grant was $2,793.75. We also had Trophy Club Vision Care, which is in PD 30. Their Trophy Club, that's at Trophy Club Town Center. He has selected a manufacturer for his items. His project was to add equipment that will enhance the treatment of dry eye disease. And he received an up to $20,000 grant. Envision Complete Fitness, which is located in PD 21, Trophy Club Plaza. We have not received a signed performance agreement from this business, so he has not started his project. His project was to expand his facility with cutting-edge recovery equipment, and he was granted up to $20,000. Just a reminder, performance agreements are required in order to start a project. If it is not signed, they cannot start the project. And we're looking at December 31st for 100% completion on each of the projects. Going on to the amendments, we have amendments to the grant requirements, monitoring and accountability, and timeline. The EDC did approve these amendments on April 3rd. Amendment 1 keeps the equipment that is purchased through the program in Trophy Club. Amendment 2 will allow up to a 10% adjustment to grant amounts for unforeseen events. So if a quote was provided to us in January for lumber and it was approved in June and lumber went up 1%, this provides an opportunity for an adjustment. The third one is exterior work. This allows a third pre-approval from town staff to make sure that it is approved by our standards. Business must obtain and submit up to 3 quotes. This was important to the EDC. The EDC was wanting an additional quote from businesses to require them to go out to local businesses in Trophy Club. And this will help with providing a comprehensive quote for economic impact and component to the program. The fifth one is the quote cannot be obtained. The business must document the efforts. EDC, like I said, wanted to make sure that all of the businesses were trying to look for business in Trophy Club. So EDC will be considering this effort if they cannot find it and if they can find it. If the grant does not, they wanted to make sure that the grant did not reimburse international cost as well as custom fees. And so that's what this amendment is for. We also have monitoring and accountability. This goes with the performance agreements. We want to make sure that we have an opportunity, if the performance agreement is not signed within 60 days, that we can rescind the grant and keep that money in the EDC budget. As well as timeline. Last year, it was starting the program. This year, we know kind of more of what the timeline is like. We want to be transparent with the businesses to let them know how long this is going to take for them to go through one cycle. It is going to take about a year and a half from start to finish. This year, they want to start April 15th, if approved, and then it would be the end of October of next year when everything has been completed. So with that, if you have any questions, please let me know.
May I ask, do you know of businesses currently who are wanting to get into the grant program?
Yes, I have been speaking with a few of them.
Okay,
So we have about 3 who are interested.
okay.
One has already applied, which I will keep that grant application on file, even though it doesn't open till April 15th, because they were unaware of it. So I'll keep that one on file for EDC. The other 2 will be applying after April 15th, if approved.
Go.
May I? I think I understand where EDC's coming from, and I agree with them. But if I heard you talk a few minutes ago, you talked about dental, and you talked about eyes, optometry, both of which could possibly have very limited suppliers. And in here, it says are required to have 3 quotes. Can that be worded to, I like getting 3 quotes, but can that be worded that if somebody can prove that they can't get 3 quotes because of specialized equipment, they have the ability, or staff or council or EDC has the right or the ability to authorize that or approve that?
Yes, sir, we can do that.
Okay? Thank you. Thank you, Mayor.
Other questions? Jeff, you had a question? Nobody?
No,
Oh.
not at this point.
Okay. Well, I love the updates.
Oh, good,
I mean, people are really making it work for them.
definitely.
I'm very excited about that.
Some of them are going to be finished by June, so we're excited to see that.
And I particularly like the idea that the doctors designate a very specific opportunity to enlarge their business, but also focus on some need that they could not serve.
Absolutely.
Mayor, I was going to say, I'd like to make a motion that we approve this resolution with the correction that I asked for on the 3 quotes.
So is there a second?
I'll second.
Stacy seconds.
turn.
Any discussion? All those in favor? All those opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you.
Now, would you read the next, please? We're going into executive session.
Executive session pursuant to the Open Meetings Act, Chapter 551, the town council will convene into a closed executive session. Section 551071, consultation with the town attorney to seek legal advice regarding potential amendments to the interlocal cooperative agreement for administration of fire protection services with the Trophy Club Municipal Utility District Number 1 and any and all legal matters related thereto. B, consultation with town attorney to seek legal advice regarding the amended and restated contract for wholesale water supply and wastewater treatment services and water and wastewater operational services with the Trophy Club Municipal Utility District Number 1 and any and all legal matters related thereto.
It is 7:32. We'll convene into executive session. It's 8:34. We are reconvening into our regular session, and is there a motion?
Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to authorize the town manager to negotiate amendments to the interlocal cooperative agreement for administration of the fire protection services with MUD number 1.
I'll
Is there a second?
Second.
Stacy seconds that. Is there any discussion? All those in favor, raise your hand. All those opposed? Motion passes. Adjourned, 8:34.
I'll give you this back. Oh, hold on.